Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing.
Oh shit! Oh go!
No, don't be scared.
What's up?
I don't know my purpose.
Come down, gang. It sounds like we got a mystery.
Hey, Shaggy, what's going on?
There's this ghost. He's super sad about something. I think he can't find his purpose.
Well, let's all try to help him find it.
I think I got it.
Why don't we seek God to help you understand your purpose?
That's a great idea. Let's all go to church. How is this relevant to helping me find my purpose? God was an entity that helped the Puritans find their purpose in life.
They believe God already had everything predetermined for them.
Weren't they like a bunch of stingy old pilgrims?
Kind of. They're super strict like pilgrims, but they're different.
Yeah, they had a bunch of bogus rules, and if they didn't follow them, they were considered to be sinners, with whippiness that would make them as heavy as lead.
Was that Jonathan Edwards?
I don't know, it was some text from Angry Hands or something.
Also, I remember something about a set of rules. Something about predetermination or something.
You're right. People believe that they are chosen, they couldn't choose their future.
So you would act moral just to seem like you were chosen?
Basically, nothing really mattered since your life was already considered predetermined.
I'm not sure if God's the right way to help me find my purpose.
We can try to look at what Romanticists did.
How come Puritanism won't work for me?
Well, it could, but maybe Puritanism was too restrictive for you to find your inner purpose. So we are trying Romanticism because here you're allowed more freedom to explore different aspects of life.
So it's like a more easygoing way to find your purpose?
Actually, Romanticism in some ways resembles the Puritanism beliefs, but they're not as strict. So in other ways, yes.
Then let's go explore life when we have more freedom.
We arrived at the park, but like, what are we doing here? We came into nature in order for you to find yourself through the art that God has created.
To further elaborate, you can develop your spiritual understanding and how you feel through communing with nature.
So, what rules must this ghost follow in order to commune with so-called nature?
There aren't any true rules. It's a pretty flexible philosophy. You can pretty much have your own definition of nature and what you want to do with it.
What Shaggy's trying to get at is that there are no rules.
So if there's no rules with how I'm supposed to commune with nature, do I just like roll around in the dirt and see how I feel after?
I want to try that one.
No, Shaggy!
No! Not like that!
Okay, so
Then how?
It's not about the experiences because romanticists grew a distrust about growing experiences.
They just like distrust reason?
Yes!
And to continue, they believe that your spiritual understanding, or in like other words, your purpose that you are seeking to find, is found from the wonders that you are questioning in nature.
So you're searching for something unknown to you?
Oh, I see how you're searching for something, and like the something's found in nature.
Yes, but one specific thing you can't forget about searching for your spirituality is the contrast between light and dark.
Yes, because self-realization comes through forms of art. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling this one.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, let's try something else.
What about them transcendentalists?
That sounds promising.
They live a life about, self-reliance, and living in the moment.
So you're telling me that I don't have to look into nature?
Not at all, really. Nature has simply evolved into a means of relieving oneself from the toxins of society.
Which allows you to connect to the oversoul.
And by limiting the corruption of the outside world and living through experience, you can start to understand your own purpose, which once again connects you to the oversoul.
Yeah, you need to go outside and live.
What if my experiences are terrible though and the people I interact with are terrible too?
Well, then those individuals should be avoided, as they have strayed from our natural state of moral perfection.
Well, then I'm not sure if I could be a transcendentalist. I think I'm too far from the oversoul to get to my true purpose.
Oh, I just got hit by a freaking car. I think I broke my foot.
Why did this happen to me?
It's all by pure chance.
So it's not tragic, I just broke my foot?
Well, I mean, nothing can really be tragic if it's all by chance.
Wait, so it's not tragic, I just broke my foot? All I want to do is understand my purpose, but something bad always happens to me.
At least you survived.
Well, knowing your purpose doesn't really matter. You were born a ghost and you'll always stay a spooky ghost.
It's just like Gatsby. Everyone wants to be rich and famous, yet everyone is still just another boat against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Yeah, what she said. You are what you are, and you can't change that.
In nicer words, your purpose is to be a ghost. All you can be is a ghost.
Can we try another philosophy? This one's making me depressed.
I'm sure that only the most depressing philosophy can help you with that.
So, you're trying to find your purpose, but don't know where to start. Why don't you just, make it up?
Existentialism is a good philosophy to follow for that perspective. They believe that life does not have a meaning until you give it one.
Yeah, that's a great way to find your purpose. Just make it up. I'm sure it's easy.
Maybe think about the choices that you've made in the past.
How is a choice relevant to anything we have discussed in the past 5 minutes?
Well, you can analyze the choices you've made and see how you felt about each one.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, but I think he has to physically exist first.
Oh, I think what Shaggy's trying to say is you can't have a purpose until you exist. So I have complete freedom in choosing my purpose?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, let's just go back inside.
Okay.
All right. Why can't you just be a normal ghost? I just want some Scooby stuff.
I know what you're saying, but the ghost doesn't just want to be a monster that scares.
This sounds very postmodernist of you.
Wait, are you joking? There's another philosophy?
Yeah, but instead of claiming that everyone is a have or have not, you are meant to reevaluate the constructed meaning of the word.
So what you're saying is that there's no true meaning except for the ones that we construct.
Yes, yet what postmodernists really wanted to say was that when you deconstruct a word, it doesn't really have a meaning.
Pretty much once you take the common name away from something that gave it its meaning, it ends up being just existing.
They also value changing perspectives like this in nostalgic clothes such as our own.
So what you're saying is if I deconstruct the word ghost, I'm nothing?
We mean that if you deconstruct the word, you would free it from its stereotypes.
Okay, this is a whole lot to take in right now. I think I'm fine with my sole purpose being to scare people. Looks like we solved another mystery!